know that a lot of first, second year people in their careers or even college students might not have that flexibility to make it to a lunch meeting for, an hour and a half. They're scheduled for like an hour, but, they usually last about an hour and a half, maybe up to upwards of 2 hours until you actually get out of there and get back to work. And so a lot of people in their early careers just don't have the means to take that sort of time, But so with the Rotary Club, we have that liberty we don't have to follow that set schedule that most Rotary clubs follow. We actually follow a very unique system to how we set up our meetings. We actually have we run every Tuesday, we have something. And so we run the first Tuesday is a social. It's some sort of social event. I mean, at times our social has been visiting the OPB building, so getting a tour of OPB, Oregon Public Broadcasting, or getting a tour of a water treatment facility, or getting a tour of Geld Wen. So something social where it would be a good way for somebody to say, hey, invite a friend, invite them to our meeting, come check this cool thing out with us. Our second and fourth Tuesdays are both regular meetings. That's where you would find the more typical Rotary style meeting. We have an agenda, we have a speaker, we have all those nice things that people that like to keep lists like to track. And then our third Tuesday is our service event. And it's not necessarily that we always have a Tuesday service event. We try to, definitely, to accommodate. But at times we might make it that third weekend might be the service event because it might be more feasible to do it that way. And so that's really been, we find that schedule has really worked. And of course, meeting in the evenings is a much easier time for, people in their early careers and college students to meet as opposed to really early in the morning or during the lunch hour.
Young people don't have the time for 2-hour lunch. Lunch meetings will be harder and harder to come around. I advise a lot of clubs to try to change their meeting time to be more appealing to young people. A young person having a family or a young person sitting in an office cannot afford to go away for 2 hours in their meeting.
Being a small business owner, it's very flighty. I can't commit every single, lunch hour every Tuesday of the month or of the week, but I could do happy hour.
I also think creating an opportunity where younger members can come and visit, especially during happy hours and in a time frame that works better into their schedules, it's a great way to engage people. I know for me it's really hard to take off 2.5 hours in the middle of the day to go out to a lunch or even to go to a breakfast early in the morning, whereas I know I can always get off of work by 5:30 and grab a cocktail and have a good time and be done by 7. So I think that's a great model for especially that younger age group. We are busy, busy people, and Flexibility really provides the opportunity for people to have their lives and integrate Rotary into their lives. It's one of the reasons why I feel like so many people come back is because they know that they are going to be able to come and go when they need to. Our club does require 50% attendance, but the reality is the majority of members show up for almost 100% attendance. And I think it's because we do provide that opportunity to have some flexibility. We are able to do makeups in different forms. They can either do makeups online or members can do either a service project or come to a happy hour. So any type of Rotary event is considered a makeup. And that provides people the availability who are working full-time or if people have to travel in and out for work, the opportunity to come when they can and still feel like they're a part of what we're doing. It also kind of makes it a positive experience. If people are having fun and they feel like they're a part in a flexible way, they're going to keep coming back. And I think that makes a big difference with our club.